Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. In this one, we're going to be talking about the most overpowered Titan build in Destiny 2 PvP currently. And you've probably already seen this build going around, and I don't really have the necessary stats going into this, but we will get into that when we get to it. But I just wanted to come on here and show you guys what is the most overpowered thing that you could possibly run on Titan. And in my opinion, it is the Lauralee meta. So, if you don't know what Lauralee does, sunspots heal you in creating a sunspot when critically wounded or on barrier cast. So every single time I drop down a barrier, sunspot. If I'm weak and I have my my shield charged up, sunspot. Things like that. Sitting in the sunspot heals you. You can literally just camp in sunspots, get free heals. It's basically like if you took the empowering rift and then mixed it with a healing rift, just by popping a barricade. It's actually really busted. But I digress. So obviously this works with bottom tree sunbreaker. That is what you're going to want to use. And I actually recommend that you use rally barricades just because they charge a lot faster than the towering barricades. But this is all really up to preference. Nades are also up to preference. I really like incinerary. They take a long time to come back, but I do think that they're very good. I use strafe lift. Some people like catapult. I like strafe. That's just for me. And bottom tree, of course, is all about the sunspots. So, what do I mean by that? I mean Sun Warrior specifically, that is made when you step inside of the sunspot. So what Sun Warrior does is passing through a sunspot causes your grenade and melee abilities to recharge faster and your super to last longer. It also increases the damage your weapons deal. So this is OP now because all you have to do is pop your barricade and you will get this perk, and it's like a 20% buff. And assuming they don't nerf the damage next season, you could probably pull off a lot of absolutely disgusting things. And next season, it is rumored that we're going to get Solar 3.0, and if that happens, we're going to have other ways of getting Sun Warrior more than likely. So it's going to be a scary time in the Crucible, and if you're a Titan main, look forward to Solar 3.0 because it will be disgusting. You also get Mortar Blast. This is our melee ability. So we basically hit people and it explodes and then sets people on fire. And then when they die, a sunspot is made. We have Solar Invictus. Solar ability kills restore your health. Grenade, melee energy, and Sun Warrior kills leave a deadly sunspot in their wake. So that's what we were talking about. This is what spawns in the sunspots. And finally, Endless Siege. Hammers create a sunspot on impact. While standing in sunspots, you throw hammers faster. So there is that. That's all that there is really to the abilities. We're going to get right into the weapons. You can pretty much use whatever primary you want. A lot of people use multi-mac, and this is the multi-mac that I have. I haven't really used it, as you can see, but I do have it on me. As for your secondary, there are two main weapons that I see being used in Crucible, those being Lemon and Ariana's Vow. You're most likely seeing Ariana's Vow, but I do think that Lemon is better. So pretty much how this works is you place your barricade or you get the sunspot, obviously, right? You're going to get your sunspot. And then sitting in that sunspot, you can one tap with Lemon and you can one tap with Ariana's, as long as you hit crits, of course. But that's neither here or there. But that's pretty much what you do is you just chain as many sunspots as you can. That's the whole point of the build, right? So weapons like Lemon and Ariana's are very, very good. There's obviously like other weapons you can use too. You might be able to one tap with like high impact sniper rifles and even like things like Ligma Driver. But don't quote me on that. I don't actually use this in Crucible. I'm more of a Void 3.0 kind of guy. So I digress. Obviously you're going to use the Lauralee helmet. So what this does is Sunspots is going to heal us, and it's going to create a sunspot when we are either critically wounded or on barrier cast. This does take your shield away, so don't expect to get critically wounded, then pop the shield and get like 2 sunspots. It does not work like that. So keep that in mind. As for your stats, I have 100 recov. I think that is mandatory, and I also have 80 discipline. Now, you actually don't need all that discipline, and honestly, your mods don't really matter either. My helmet, I would run something more like what I have at my one-eyed mask, but like I said, I'm a Void 3.0 main, so I don't really mess with this helmet too much, but it is really, really good. But yeah, so what you would want to do is run as high resilience as possible. The reason why is the more resilience that a Titan has, the faster you can get your shield back. And seeing as this whole build is based off of your shield, you're going to want to get that as quickly as you possibly can. So as high of resilience as you can, but I would recommend keeping 10 recovery. If you want to sacrifice some recovery for discipline or resilience, you definitely can, because your sunspots do heal you, so you can keep that in mind. But I like 10 recovery for everything. It could be just how I like to play, but I don't know. It's just how I like it. Other weapons that are really, really good with this include like Dead Man's Tail. So a lot of people, what they'll do is you'll just pop a rally barricade right here and just crouch behind it and pop shot with the Dead Man's Tail. You get 2-hit crits. It's disgusting. 2-hit kills all over Crucible. Honestly, I think this is probably the most overpowered build like in the game right now. I think it does way better than even my Sentinel build that I showed you guys in a different video. And it's not to say that my Sentinel class isn't good, right? Like, it is really, really OP too, because like the whole point of that is just to have overshield as possible, and this one literally just one taps everybody. So it's kind of like a little different in kind of just like how they work. I feel like the Sentinel is a more defensive kind of thing, and this is more offensive, but that also depends on what you want to run. But yeah, so this is a combo that you could run with this. Just use Lemon. If the Lemon doesn't kill them, just clean them with the Multi-Mac. Things you can also do it with Ariana's Vow, just one body them and Multi-Mac them. Disgusting right there. There's a lot of different things that you can do with this. I do want to say, and I would keep this in mind, that if the player that you're playing against has high enough resilience, they will not get one-shotted by Ariana's plus Sun Warrior. And I think it might be the same way with Lemon, but do not quote me on that. I don't really use Lemon in PvP, though I do have the Cat done. I do mainly use it in PvE, so not really a PvP Lemon kind of guy. But that's just me. But I think that pretty much sums it up for the entire build. With Void 3.0, with it not being like Void 3.0 in the terms of this, you can't really go into depth of like why you would pick something over something else. So there is that. I wish I could go more into detail, but there really isn't much to be said at the moment. When Solar 3.0 comes out, I'm going to work on trying to make the best Solar build I can on Titan and Warlock and possibly Hunter respectively, because I do like doing these kind of videos and they do decently well. So I do like that. So there is that. But next video I have in mind, I wanted to run around with the Xeno class role that I got. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a heads up for what is next for the channel. And it'll probably be the Xeno class. Xeno class is a pretty good shotgun, so I just wanted to put that out there. But that's all I have for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscription. It really helps the channel grow. And before I let you go, I just wanted to say, be fun in the Crucible, be kind to the Crucible, and have a good day. See ya.